my name is Sydney. Welcome to or welcome back to my channel. I can't believe we are already filming another TBR jar prompt video. I feel like this past month has gone by so fast, and I feel like just this year as a whole has gone by extremely fast. I can't believe we're already going into July. But we're going to be having my TBR jar pick my July reads. So these three books at the top are from my TBR from last month that I ended up not getting to, unfortunately. I did really think that I was going to read more this month than I actually did, but it is okay. I don't want to say that I'm in a slump because I'm really not. I just feel like I have been doing so much recently and I just haven't had the time to read. So I really need to work on finding time to read. And I'm really hoping that this month's TBR makes me even more excited to read. I did recently get a lot of new books, more specifically summer-ish books that I am so excited to have on my TBR. So I'm really excited to see what this month's TBR looks like. I am going to quickly move these books around so that they're not sitting on the top shelf because that is where my monthly TBR goes. But we're going to be picking 6 prompts to choose this month's TBR, and let's just get into the video. I did recently go through all the prompts that were left over in my TBR jar, as well as go through all of the prompts that I had used from previous videos, and I rewrote all of them and threw out any of the prompts that I feel like I didn't really like that much, and I also threw in some new prompts as well as a few free picks just so that it can give me a little bit more variety in what I am able to choose. I believe we have around 50 prompts in here, so I'm very excited to use these new and old-ish prompts, and let's just go ahead and pick prompt number 1. I tried to fold these up fairly small so they didn't all get stuck together. Okay. Prompt number 1 is a book I got because of the cover. I feel like most of the books on my TBR I was influenced from videos and reviews that I had seen online. But I will say there are a few on here that I feel like I bought more because of the cover. I would say Our Secret Summer, definitely, when I was book shopping and I saw this cover. Of course, obviously the title as well, but this just immediately gave me summer vibes and I haven't heard anybody talk about it. Another one that I bought solely because of the cover was Heart's Landing. This is so cute and I love the sprayed edges. Again, I also knew absolutely nothing about it, but I saw this cover and I fell in love with it. So I feel like this would probably be the best one for this prompt. Lucy Score actually has a quote on top of this. It says, "Swoony, spicy, and a dash of mystery. This book is irresistible." Okay, wait, I'm kind of excited. Again, literally know nothing about this book, and I feel like just from this cover it might be a summer book. Hopefully it is. And when I looked it up on Goodreads, there was not a lot of reviews, but the reviews that I did see were fairly good, and I believe it had around like a 4.5 stars at the time when I saw it. But this is going to be our first book for the month of July. Prompt number 2. A title that starts with an S or a V. So S or a V are the first letter in my first and last name. So let's see what we have. Do we have to count the in the Someday Garden? Oh, we have Starside. Obviously that starts with an S. Well, I feel like the only one that fits this prompt, I really did want to pick The Someday Garden by Ashley Poston because this is her new release that came out in June. But I feel like we can't really count that because technically it starts with a T. So the only option we have is Starside by Alex Astor. So this is one of Alex Astor's newest releases, and I have seen so many people love this book So I am very excited to get into it. I did read the first chapter, I believe, in May, and I feel like it took me a little bit longer to read just one chapter than it normally would, just based on all of the opinions and reviews that I have seen about this book all over Book Talk and BookTube. I am really excited to get into this. I am just a little bit nervous. I also really wanted to keep this TBR more like summer-based books. Obviously, I don't know when this book takes place, and I feel like that doesn't really matter, but it's okay. Hopefully, I end up reading it this month because I do want to understand and be involved in all of the hype, and I've seen a lot of people talk about the ending and how crazy and mind-blowing it is, so we will see if I end up getting to this book, but this is going to be the second book on my July TBR. Prompt number 3, give us something good. Okay, a new release. Perfect, I know exactly what I'm gonna pick, and that is the Someday Garden by Ashley Poston. I love this cover and I love Ashley Poston, so of course when I saw that she was coming out with a new book, I immediately had to order it. So this actually just got delivered to my doorstep this morning. I think this is the perfect book for this prompt because this is probably the newest release on my TBR, so I'm very, very excited. I also know literally nothing about this book. I just love Ashley Poston, and of course I had to order it. I'm thinking that this is going to give some summertime vibes, but I am very, very excited, and I am so excited to see the magical realism that Ashley Poston puts in this book. But this is the third book we're adding to my TBR. Prompt number 4. A book adapted into a show or a movie. Okay. Every Summer After actually just got adapted into a show on Amazon Prime. The Mistake, which I feel like would still work because the Off Campus series is now a TV show on Prime and they are making the second season. So I feel like this one would work. Ever since I finished The Deal, I've been wanting to continue the Off Campus series, but I have also been saying that I really want to read a Carly Fortune book, and again, this one would fit this prompt as well. I don't know what to do right now. I am going to pick The Mistake by Elle Kennedy just because, again, I have been thinking about this series ever since I finished the first book, and I just really want to jump into the second book. So I'm going to pick this one for this prompt, and hopefully we will be able to fit this one or another summer book into another prompt that we pick. But I'm just really excited about this series and I really want to continue reading it. Prompt number 5. Random number generator picks. Okay, I have 37 books on this cart, and that is including anything that is up here as well as on the back. So I will say the ones that are on the back are ones that I don't feel like fit the summer vibe, but I'm going to just have it choose a number 1 through 36 and we will see what we get. All right, let's see. 1 through 36, and we're going to press generate. 16. Oh my gosh, wait, that's actually crazy. This is kind of perfect. This is When in Rome by Sarah Adams. This is the first book in an interconnected series. I actually read the second book in this series, which was Practice Makes Perfect. I read that in June, and I picked up this book because it was at Barnes & Noble at the sale that I went to. I did enjoy Practice Makes Perfect, and I feel like I'm also going to enjoy When in Rome. Wow, I feel like that was kind of perfect. I was a little bit nervous that we were going to get a fantasy or one of the books that was on the back, but I'm very happy that the number generator ended up getting this as our choice. Last prompt number 6. Hopefully this is a good one. Okay, pink cover. Picking Daisies on Sundays is literally like all pink. I really hope you guys can see that. It's a very light pink. Our Secret Summer, it has pink and like an orange ombre on the front, so I don't know if that would really count 100%. Same kind of thing with Just Friends. This is like a pink and orange ombre, so I feel like this one doesn't have as much pink as we need. Ready or Not has some pink in there, but again, not a ton of pink. First Time Caller is majority pink. It's like pinkish yellow peach, and I feel like this could possibly work. I also have American Fantasy, which is like pink and it goes into purple. So I feel like our best contenders are American Fantasy, Picking Daisies on Sundays, Our Secret Summer, and First Time Caller. I'm honestly interested in reading all of these books, but I will say if we go off of this prompt, the one it fits the best is Picking Daisies on Sundays, and this has been on my radar for a very long time, and I finally picked it up, but I think this is going to be the one that we choose. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this TBR isn't giving enough variety in terms of I really wanted some more summer books on my monthly TBR, and I feel like the only two that would really like fit in is The Someday Garden. Again, I don't even know when this book or what season this book is set in, or if it really has any seasonal vibes, and Heart's Landing, but then again, I also don't know if that is a summer-ish time book. So I am going to pick one or two more prompts just because I want to give myself variety, and I also am really hoping that I can read more this month. I do think I could get in a little bit more reading, fingers crossed, but I am going to pick at least one prompt, maybe another. Start a new series. Okay. I think, honestly, I'm not really sure. I know there are other books in this interconnected world. I'm gonna look up on Goodreads and see if this would be like considered a series, because if it is, I will probably choose this one, but let me see. Okay, it does say that this is the first book in the Barry's Bay series, and the second book is One Golden Summer, and I believe this just is an interconnected standalone. So like, I feel like this could be a good choice, but again, I really don't know if that like completely makes sense, because technically it's not really a series. But I do really want to read this one. Mile High is the first book in a series. I have some fantasy books down here as well, like Kingdom of the Wicked is the first book, Belladonna, Phantasma. I don't know if The Rose Bargain is a series. Okay, it does say that The Rose Bargain is also a part of a series, so I could choose this, but I don't know if this is really giving me all of the summer vibes that I want, but I am super intrigued. I am thinking technically this is like an interconnected standalone series-ish, but it did say on Goodreads that this was the first book out of two, and I don't know if there are going to be any more in this interconnected world. But I'm going to pick Every Summer After because it's my video, I make the rules, and I'm going to say that this counts. So I'm adding this to my TBR. Okay, so we now have 7 books. I feel like this isn't too bad. I'm really debating picking another one, but I feel like I should hold off because I don't want to go through these prompts super fast. So we're just going to settle with this. Of course, this doesn't mean that these are the only books I can read this month. Obviously, I can pick and choose what I want to read, but I do like giving myself more of a set place so that I can kind of go in and pick off of these books for what I'm feeling whenever I finish another book. So we're just going to settle on these 7 books. Quick recap of the books that we picked. We have Heart's Landing, Starside, The Someday Garden, The Mistake, When in Rome, Picking Daisies on Sundays, and Every Summer After. I feel like we have some good books. This one, I will say, is definitely the most intimidating to me right now, but I am very, very excited for all of these books, and I am really hoping that I am going to be able to read more in the month of July because I am very, very excited, and I really don't want to get into a reading slump, especially in the summertime. So fingers crossed I can get some more reading in this month. But if you guys have read any of these books, definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments and let me know which book you think I should pick up first out of my July TBR. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to stay tuned for more videos from me, and happy reading!